Are there reasons you might not be allowed to have an epidural even if you want one? Let's talk about what those are. The whole idea that you have to be a certain number of centimeters dilated to get one is totally not true. I've had patients get it when they're 3 centimeters. I've had patients get it when they're 9 centimeters about to push out the baby. But one criteria is you need to be able to hold still long enough for them to administer it to you. Secondly, you cannot have any kind of open wound or skin infection in the area where they need to do the epidural, just because of infection risk. Okay, third, we cannot give you an epidural if the baby is literally coming out of you. This is why I feel like an ideal time to get the epidural is when you're in the active stage of labor. There's 3 stages: latent, active, and transition. So active is kind of like a sweet spot if you are wanting to get one. And then finally, if you have low platelets. Usually right when you come into OB triage, they test your platelets, or if you have known low platelets in your prenatal care. The results come back pretty quickly, usually like 30 minutes to an hour from the time that they draw them. If the platelets are too low, then unfortunately you will be unable to get an epidural. The reason for this being your blood will not be able to clot properly around the epidural site. There's a risk that you can have a hematoma. This can cause spinal cord damage. It's pretty unlikely if you do want an epidural that you won't be able to get one, but just in case, I would still look up and practice some breathing exercises for labor. I would read and understand the phases of labor and what's happening with your body so you can work with your body, just in case.